One of the things that we talk often about in our new strategy is, 70% attainment, post-secondary attainment for underserved learners. One of the things that we say is critical, that to get to a 70% attainment goal, we actually have to think beyond the 18 to 22-year-old and better serve adults. How do you think about that, Eloy? And what do you think we need to do differently in order to serve that older adult population?
Well, along with our system of higher education that's been all about a scarcity model, we also live with this nostalgic view in society of higher education, that it is the experience of an 18-year-old graduating high school, going off to college, hanging out in the dorm room, going to the football game on Saturday, having a great time, and graduating in 4 years. The reality is that that is simply not the reality for most Americans. As a matter of fact, that is the non-traditional pathway, not the traditional pathway. There are more individuals 24 and beyond attending college part-time or attending college online or at their local community college than there are 18 to 24-year-olds going full-time at a residential 4-year university. So we have to embrace the reality of today. And embrace the reality that it is not just the 18 to 24-year-old demographic that needs access to this kind of learning. It is virtually every worker in the workforce needs access. So putting a focus on working adults is key to California's economy continuing to be a robust economy, because those are the individuals we need to make sure and serve. They are what we consider college futures, underserved, because we haven't built a system directly for them. We want to ensure that there is a system intentionally built for adult learners. And if we can do that, then we're going to have a great economy for years to come. And we're going to have a lot more people being able to get into the workforce, work just one job in order to live in California, and help their communities thrive.
One of the things I'm thinking about, Eloy, as we've talked about this very point, is that actually making it so that California learners, working learners, families, communities can actually have economic mobility and an opportunity for a thriving life in California that we explicitly believe makes for a thriving California. But one of the things that we've learned, in fact, PPSC just had a recent survey, why are families leaving and which families are leaving? And it's that lower to moderate income family who can no longer afford here. What role does post-secondary education have for these larger challenges of inequality in economic well-being?
Well, higher education has many roles. One, ensuring that they are connected to employers that have a need for workers, and aligning their programs of study to make it as a direct access for those learners as possible. That is and must be a primary responsibility of institutions. I get all the great benefits of going to higher education. You're a better person, you're more well-rounded, you're more likely to vote, you're more likely to have better health outcomes. All that is great. But at the end of the day, most learners are attending an institution because they want a better life for themselves, a better economic life for themselves, better economic mobility. So that is a primary outcome that colleges and universities have to take seriously.
I actually want to build off of something that you said in terms of with respect to serving that older adult and that adult, that working learner that has such a fuller life of responsibilities and dreams. And so that's why at the foundation, one of our focus areas is learner-centered solutions and innovations, actually building out the kinds of experiences that actually meet that learner where they're at, right? It requires that flexibility. It requires us imagining going to class at different times and actually different modalities. Maybe some of the things we do online and others that we do in person. It might mean that we put courses together differently, or it might not even be a course.
Right.
It might be something entirely different. And so that's one of the things as we think about this new strategic framework, it's still the core issues that we care about, but it is going about it differently.
It is absolutely going about it differently. And if we think about every other industry around us, We think about banking, how much it's changed and how personalized it is today. I can pick up my phone, look at my bank account, and know exactly what transaction is going where, when it happened. We have healthcare. Healthcare has gotten so much more personalized to my particular needs, my own individual health needs. And so why is higher education any different? I think the more that we can make it personalized, available to learners whenever they're able to access it, whenever they're able to consume it and use it, I think benefits us all. So it's not just about, wanting to have the same experience for the next generation that I had, because that's the way we did it. So that's got to be the way the next generation does it. We need to throw all that out the door and think about what is the most important part of teaching and learning. Because if we continue down the road that we are on, we're going to continue to see wealth build up in certain parts of the state as opposed to others. The cost of living is going to continue to drive low and moderate income Californians out of the state. And we're going to lose the middle class in California. California was built on the middle class. And if we lose that, then I think we lose the California dream.
Yeah. And I don't think that when we think about what we support and what we use our voice toward, it means that we are moving away from the public system. I mean, I get asked that question,
Right.
in this new strategic framework, this focus on adults, focus on, institutions or providers inside and outside the system. So what does that mean, for your bread and butter kind of partnerships that you've had with public institutions? And, my answer has been, we remain committed to it. It is where our learners start. It's where they go. We believe in public goods and actually the importance of that toward the future of California, and it has to evolve.